Hey, welcome. Today, we're going to unpack a big, kind of techie-sounding term, enterprise application integration. We're going to find out how it makes so many things in our digital world just work so smoothly.
It totally seems like magic, right? You click a button, and a few days later, a package just shows up at your door. But behind the scenes, a whole bunch of different computer programs have to talk to each other perfectly. And that, right there, is where our story begins. Okay, so let's dive right in. Imagine a big company, and every single department has its own special computer program. You can think of them like little islands that don't have any bridges connecting them. So when information gets stuck in these silos, it creates a huge problem. The teams just can't share information easily. It's kind of like friends in a classroom who can only talk to the person sitting right next to them. Not a great way to get things done. So you might be thinking, well, why not just connect every program to every other program with its own little wire? That's called point-to-point integration. But as you can see, it turns into a giant tangled mess, like super fast. Tech experts even have a fun name for it, spaghetti integration. And nobody wants that. Now get this. This is what's really crazy. With just 10 little computer programs, you'd need a whopping 45 different connections to link them all up. Can you imagine trying to manage that? It would be a total nightmare. So clearly, there has to be a better way. And guess what? There is. It's called Enterprise Application Integration, or much easier, EAI for short. The absolute best way to think about EAI is to picture it as a super smart digital post office for all the computer's data. So instead of that crazy tangled spaghetti mess, every single program sends its mail, that's its data, to this one central post office. And then the post office makes sure every piece of mail gets to the exact right program in a language it can totally understand. So simple, so clean, and so organized. So, how exactly does this digital post office handle all that mail? Well, it's not magic. It just follows 3 really simple but super important steps to get the job done right. Okay, first things first, to send or receive mail, each computer program needs the right kind of plug. This is called an adapter. It works just like a universal travel adapter you might use on vacation. It lets any program, no matter what, connect to the EAI system. Okay, next up, all the data arrives at the mailroom. In the tech world, this is called a broker. It safely takes in the message and just holds on to it. It's a little bit like when you send a text to a friend, but their phone is turned off. The message just waits there, totally safe, until they turn their phone back on and are ready to see it. But wait a minute, what if the mail is written in a different language? Well, that's where transformation comes in. This part is the translator. So if one computer calls a customer customer_name and another one calls them cust_m, the translator just fixes it so that everyone understands. No more confusion. Now, you should know that not all these digital post offices are built the exact same way. When you're setting up this whole network, there are 2 main designs for how the data gets from point A to point B. This chart here shows the 2 main styles perfectly. Over on the left, you've got the hub-and-spoke model. It works just like a bicycle wheel. Everything has to go through that central hub, which directs all the data. And on the right, you have the bus model, which is more like a city bus route. There's one main road, and all the programs can just hop on and off to share information. The hub-and-spoke is great for simpler systems, but the bus is way better for really big, busy ones. So this is the really crucial part. Why do we even need this digital post office? What's the point? Let's go right back to our example of ordering that toy online. The second you click buy, AI is the magic happening behind the curtain. It takes your order from the website, tells the warehouse to go get your toy, updates the inventory so they know one is gone, and then tells the delivery company where to send it. And all of this happens automatically in just a few seconds. You see, without EAI, we'd have these massive data traffic jams all over the place. But with it, information just flows smoothly between all the different systems. And that means you get faster service, there are way fewer mistakes, and in the end, you just have a much better, way easier experience. You know, a really great way to think about it is that EAI acts like a company's digital bloodstream. It carries the data, all the important nutrients to all the different parts, making sure every program has what it needs to stay healthy and work together as one big single body. So the next time you use an app and everything just works perfectly, you'll know the secret. It's probably thanks to a super smart helper, that digital post office, working tirelessly behind the scenes, making sure all the mail gets delivered. Pretty cool, right? Thanks for watching.